All right, exam time is here. Let's do this. Welcome to your super fast 5-minute math power-up. We're going to get you prepped and feeling confident in no time. So, you've got that big math exam just around the corner, right? Kind of breathing down your neck? Yeah, I know that feeling. That little bit of pressure starts to build up. But hey, don't you worry. We're about to turn all that pressure into power. And yeah, looking at a list like this can feel a bit much, right? Integers, algebra, sequences, decimals. It's a ton to try and hold in your head at once. But that's exactly why we're here. We're going to cut right through all that noise and lock in the most important ideas super fast.
First up, let's just lock down the fundamentals. We are going to absolutely nail the number rules. Think of it as a quick system check.
All right, quick refresher. For integers, the rules are so simple you'll never forget them. If the signs are the same, so a positive times a positive or a negative times a negative, your answer is always positive. If the signs are different, the answer is negative. Easy. And with decimals, the one golden rule when you're adding or subtracting is just line up those decimal points. Seriously, it's a simple little step that saves you from making easy mistakes. Okay, let's dive into the big one, cracking the algebra code. This is where a huge chunk of your marks are going to come from, so let's make sure we totally own this. Now, what's so cool about this is that expanding and factorizing, they're literally just two sides of the same coin. They're opposites. Expanding is all about opening up the brackets. You're multiplying everything outside by everything inside. Factorizing, that's just closing them back up. You find the biggest number that fits into all the parts, the highest common factor, and you pull it out front. They perfectly undo each other. It's that simple. And here we can see it in action, straight from your worksheet. Look at the top one. We're expanding 7 2x plus 7. You just multiply that 7 by both terms inside. So 7 times 2x is 14x, and 7 times 7 is 49. Boom, 14x plus 49. Then, right below, for 3y plus 12, we do the exact opposite. What's the biggest number that goes into both 3y and 12? It's 3, right? So we pull the 3 out, and what are we left with inside? Y plus 4. It's just that same dance of opening and closing the brackets. Okay, so we're good with expressions. Now, let's take that skill and use it for the real mission, solving for the unknown. Finding out what x or y actually is. This right here is your 5-step takedown. It's a foolproof plan for smashing any equation. Step 1, get all your variables on the same side of the equal sign. Step 2, combine any like terms, tidy things up, and just like that, you've boiled it down to a simple 2-step equation. Step 4, solve it. And the final step, the one people always forget but is so important, check your answer. Plug it back into the original equation to make sure it works. It's the only way to be 100% sure you've nailed it. Let's see this in the wild. Check out method 1 for question 2b. We've got 4 times b plus 2 equals 24. First move, divide both sides by that 4. That leaves you with b plus 2 equals 6. See how much simpler that is already? Then just subtract 2 from both sides to get b all by itself, and there's your answer. b equals 4. It's just a clean step-by-step process that gets you there every single time. All right, final core topic, time to switch hats. We're going to go from being an algebra whiz to a full-on pattern detective. Let's talk sequences. So, you see a visual pattern of tiles like this. How does that turn into numbers? Well, it's pretty simple actually. Pattern 1 has a certain number of tiles, pattern 2 has a few more, pattern 3 has even more, and so on. That string of numbers, how many tiles are in each pattern, that is the sequence. Your job is just to find the rule behind it. And the master key, the secret code to any sequence, is what we call the nth term. Seriously, think of it like that, a secret formula just for that pattern. Because once you have it, you can find the 10th term, the 50th term, the 100th term, any term, without having to write out the entire list. It is an incredibly powerful tool. Okay, your turn. Let's make this real. Have a look at question 1 on the screen. The sequence goes 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. What do you think the next 2 terms are? I'll give you 3 seconds. Go. And the answers are 22 and 29. Did you get it? The little trick here is that the pattern isn't just adding the same number over and over. It's how the amount you add changes. First you add 2, then you add 3, then 4, then 5. See the pattern? So the next step was to add 6, which gets you to 22, and then you add 7, which gets you to 29. Awesome work if you spotted that. Whew, we've covered a lot in a really short time. Now for your final pro tip. And listen up. because this one is maybe the most important thing you'll hear today.
Show your workings. I really can't say this enough. Always, even if the answer seems super obvious in your head, you have to write down the steps you took to get there. Why? Because in an exam, you can get marks just for your method, even if you make a silly mistake in the final calculation. It's like free insurance for your grade. Don't throw away easy points.
And that's it. That's your power up. Look, you've put in the work. You know this stuff. Deep down, you've got this. So take a deep breath, trust all that preparation you've done, and go absolutely ace that exam.